Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a little bit more of IndustrialCraft. I found myself with a big chunk of time off. As a truck driver, sometimes you get weird jobs, and the time schedules for everything kind of lapse weird. But it gave me a chance to play IndustrialCraft and to work on making some videos, so that's cool. I get to catch up on some stuff like that. So to give you a peek into the life of a trucker, basically what happened was yesterday I finished driving at like my normal time, like around dinner time, somewhere in there. But then my delivery isn't due until 8 p.m. the following day. And I'm less than 200 miles away, which means I don't even need to leave where I'm parked right now until a little after 3 p.m. to make it there on time. So I've got to sit around at this truck stop till 3 p.m. So I was like, well, what a better chance than to make some videos. And that's kind of how this stuff goes. So, you know, from this point on, I know like a lot of YouTube viewers like a set schedule. So they can be like, all right, it's Monday. I'm going to go watch IndustrialCraft. But obviously with my job, I can't do a set schedule because I don't always have internet. I can't always record stuff. And, you know, like this week, it's turning out that I'm actually able to record a lot, and I'm posting way more than I have been in the past. But there's going to be other weeks where maybe I don't post at all. So, I mean, you know, sometimes you'll get a torrent of posts, and other times you'll get absolutely nothing. And right now, we're on the torrent side of things because I have time. So, I was going to actually get to show you some IndustrialCraft stuff today, hopefully advance myself a little bit as well. I'm right where I left off in the introduction video for IndustrialCraft, and I basically, since making that video, all I did was I went mining. So I'll show you that inventory right now. You can see that I did pretty good. The main thing that I needed was iron, and I got 37 pieces, so that's actually really good. That's exactly what I was down there to look for, and indeed I found a bunch of it, so that's pretty outstanding. Let's get all that loaded in there. So the only thing that I have not been able to make yet that I planned on making was the electric furnace, so I can stop cooking my stuff manually, which I plan on doing right now. And once I get that built, then I can start cooking this iron that's getting spit out here. Let's see, how fast are we consuming that? Well, fast enough. I'll just stick those 8 pieces in there for now. I really need to start sorting out better storage as well. I'm not really set up for storage right now. I'm just kind of throwing things together at the moment. So my main goals for early on IndustrialCraft is getting myself established. As you can see, I'm starting to work on the rubber trees. I've started to plant them, and I'm chopping them down as they do not produce taps or whatever. It's important to get a good source of rubber. And I'm doing plenty of mining, which basically my mining is going right below my feet because I go down those stairs and then mine in this direction. So I basically mine right below my feet. I want to establish a location, though, that I'm going to use for the mining machine, and that's a good early goal of mine. And to get the mining machine, I'm going to need to build the mining machine with the drill and the scanner and tons of pipe, and I'm going to need a geothermal generator to power it, which is a good way to power it to begin, and I know of a good lava source, so that should work fine. How we doing here on that? Okay, good. Okay, so you're actually going to get to see some of the new IndustrialCraft stuff. I'm going to grab my forge hammer here because I need to forge, whoops, some iron plates here. Ba-bow. So you can see it has uses, so every time I make a plate, it gets one less use. And eventually, I end up having to make another one. So we're going to take our furnace, turn it into an iron furnace, and the rest of it's pretty much the same as it's always been recipe-wise. I made a few electric circuits so that I would have those ready to go when needed, because I am so smart. And then, let's see, I think it's like this. Haha! And so now I get to show you the other thing. So besides, last episode I showed you how when you highlight like a cable, then it shows you how much power that cable has and stuff. So this will tell you how much power it uses. It uses 3 EU, and the max is 32 EU, which means if I hook this up to like a medium current of 128 EU, it would explode. But, hey. So, and let's see, I guess I'll just stick it up there next to that. Seems like a logical place for it. And I'm going to need a piece of cable, obviously. Whoops, wrong thing. Pop. Yeah, so now the tin cable is for the 32 EU, and the copper cable is for the 128. So that's how that's being set up. All right. So let's get some more coal in there. So my early goal was going to be to work on the wind turbines for the house, as that is what I plan on doing for setting up my house for the power. But I think I've decided to focus on the mining drill first, because the mining drill is the kind of thing that it's going to speed everything else up. Because as soon as that starts digging up tons of resources for me, then it'll be easier to make things like a wind. Now, and the wind turbines are really easy to make. It's just a generator and four bars of iron. But then you also have to hook up all the cables jutting out of my roof. And I plan on using a bat box as a medium. So I'm going to have, I think I'm going to have 4 wind turbines just to come up with, just to let you know the plan. 1 on each corner, okay? But they're going to have to go up and then out a little bit and then up, because they have to be, they need space. They need 9 blocks of space around them to be as efficient as possible. So they'll be all jutting out from the corners and getting all zigzaggy to get away from the building. But then in the center, they're going to meet at a bat box, and the bat box is going to push to the other bat box that I'll have right above the machines, and then that will push down into the machines, and that's how I planned on doing everything. And I think that's going to work out okay. And I don't really have any other machines that I want right now. Eventually I'll want, a canning machine and the recycler and stuff. I killed a witch earlier, so I got some glowstones. I haven't even gone to the nether yet, but I have some glowstones, so I can make a recycler and stuff like that. Eventually, obviously, I have to go to the nether for all the more advanced machines to make advanced circuits and stuff like that. I could really go for another macerator, because now I can only do one thing at a time. Now I have to sit here. And in IndustrialCraft, it's one of those things where it's like, well, I need to go do something else, so I'm just going to let this run while it macerates the crap out of this iron. But I'm sitting in my truck. I don't have anything else to do. So this is it. This is what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Sun's setting. So I'm going to try to get a generator put together right now. I'm trying to figure out how much stuffs I have. I don't have enough iron. Let me grab that. And while I'm at it, we'll stick more in there to keep cooking. Consult the wiki. We got to take this a step farther. I was right. I needed the plates, but if you put the tin plates in with the forge hammer again, then you get the tin item casing. And that goes for copper and other stuff as well. And then that is what I'm using to make the battery. And since I just have a whole bunch of casings now, since it doubles up on it, I may as well build 2 batteries, because I'm going to need them eventually, because I'm going to want to make another bat box. Okay. Generator completed. See, we're just moving right along here. Put the extra battery in there for now.